drink poured. Tap in, tap the fuck in. Y'all know what it is. Let's go. So this one gonna be about the time when me and this girl we took each other's virginity at the same time. That's how I lost mine. That's how she lost hers. Tap in, tap the fuck in. Man, we started out young, 12 years old. You know what I'm saying? Barely knew anything about life, but we knew that we was gonna fuck, and we did. Tap in, tap the fuck in. Sad thing to say, she dead and gone now. You know what I'm saying? She ended up getting with the wrong guy, and he gave her the wrong thing. Tap in, tap the fuck in. Growing up in the hood, you don't got shit to do. So you actually grow up a little faster than others. Sometimes it be like that. And in my case, it definitely was like that. Tap in, tap the fuck in. Shout out to her, man. Traci. Rest in peace, baby. I'm sad this happened to you, but that's life for you. Tap in, tap the fuck in. She wasn't even my type. You know what I'm saying? But we hunched. We got it on. Tap in, tap the fuck in. All right, y'all ready? Let's get it. Okay. So, Traci, right? She from my hood, right? We grew up together since elementary school. So I've been knowing her forever. She stayed directly around the corner from me. I stay on Burt Road. The block east of me is Pearson. That's one of our blocks. The block west of me is Trinity. That's one of our blocks. So we had Pearson, Burt Road, Trinity. Them was our three blocks, right? Of me and my crew. Now, our main block was Burt Road, but we also had love from Pearson and Trinity. So that's how we connected, right? Traci stayed on Trinity, but she was a part of a whole nother crew. She still was connected with our crew, but she was a part of another crew. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, we all grew up together. We all know each other. That's what it is, right? Well, by middle school, we 11, 12 years old. You know what I'm saying? We all going through puberty. We starting to feel ourselves, starting to get hair under your arms. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers want to jack off and shit because the nigga get nut. You know what I'm saying? You got nut in your body. Now you want to jack off and nut and shit. Watching pornos. Girls starting to get their periods. They getting on their cycle and things like that. So they getting in their feelings. It was just a time of us growing up as kids is going into puberty. We starting to mature. So we liking each other. Oh, damn, I like her. I like him. You know what I'm saying? Kissing, grabbing on each other, body starting to develop, things like that. You know what I'm saying? So what happened with that? We started going home and started going through our parents' shit. I don't know how y'all was raised, but where how I grew up, my parents be at work all day. So while they at work, I'm at home going through their shit. You know what I'm saying? Just on some bullshit, just going through their shit. Like, I ain't trying to steal nothing and nothing. I'm just trying to see what the fuck they got. I don't got nothing else to do, so I'm in their shit. Going through their shit, finding pornos. My daddy had DVDs. Oh, damn. Let me bag it up. I'm tripping. My daddy had the VHSs, which is the tapes. You put the tape in the VCR, boom. My daddy had a whole fucking box of tapes. You know what I'm saying? So I go in this box, pop in the tape in the VCR in their room. You know what I'm saying? Because I know they gone. They at work, Be sitting there, pop a tape in, be watching the porn and shit, right? So I'm like, oh shit, this what men and women do? You know what I'm saying? Mind you, I'm 11, 12 years old. Like, I really don't know what the fuck going on. I knew something had to happen for me to get here, but I just didn't know what the fuck it was. You know what I'm saying? And my mom and my daddy was together. So, they was up there doing their thing too. I hear them moaning and groaning, but I didn't know what the fuck they was doing. You know what I'm saying? So when I started watching these pornos, I'm hearing them same sounds that I was hearing my parents do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, this what the fuck they be doing. So I'm watching everything. I'm like, damn, this look like some animal type shit. You know what I'm saying? But I guess so. I guess this is what men and women do. All right. So now I'm jacking off because I see men in pornos jacking off. They fucking the girl, getting head, jacking off, all of that shit. So now I'm imitating what they doing. 11, 12 years old. I'm imitating what they doing. You know what I'm saying? Well, it started getting to a point where I'm like, you know what? I want to try this shit. I got to go ahead and dig into that. You know what I'm saying? I need to see what that's about. Evidently, it got to be something good because my daddy got a whole bunch of fucking porno tapes. You know what I'm saying? Like, this got to be some good shit. I need to try this. Well, I was walking to school one day. We was walking to our middle school called Taft Middle School. We walked to elementary, middle school, and high school. We was some walking ass kids. Today's kids catch the bus, get rides, all type of shit. Nah, not back in my time. We had to walk. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, our schools was in our hood. They was in our district. So we had a little walk, but it wasn't that long. You know what I'm saying? Our middle school was the furthest away from us. You know what I'm saying? So we take our walk down the school called we take our walk down this street called Pembroke. Pembroke will lead us all the way to our middle school, right? So it's probably like a 20, 25-minute walk. Something like that. Maybe 30 minutes tops. Anyway, I'm walking up Pembroke one day, right? I'm walking past my block, going past Trinity. While I'm approaching Trinity, I look up the street and I see Traci. She like a whole block ahead of me, right? I see her walking and shit. So I call her name. I'm like, Traci. She turned around. She like, what's up? I'm like, hold on. You know what I'm saying? So I ran up there to her, right? I started walking with her. Usually when we walk into school, you would see groups of people up Pembroke going towards the school. I don't know what it was, but this day, it wasn't nobody on Pembroke with us. It was just me and her. You know what I'm saying? So we walked all the way, basically from our blocks all the way to the damn school and then run into nobody. You know what I'm saying? Well, while we walking, we talking this shit. I'm like, what's up? Why don't we try something? She like, what you mean try something? Try something like what? I'm like, shit, I be watching these pornos, man. I'm like, we should try some of the shit they be doing. She like, for real? She like, I be watching that stuff too. She like, I want to try it. I want to see what it's about. I'm like, well, what's up? You want to do something or what? You know what I'm saying? She like, yeah, we could do that. Man, I'm smiling in my head like, damn, hell yeah, you know what I'm saying? I didn't got something on some bullshit. So NTE, what's the deal, my nigga? Tap in. All right. So I'm smiling in my head, I'm like, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to finally try this porno shit that I've been watching. And the girl that, I talked to about it, she on the same shit. Like, she watched that shit just like me, be on the same shit. So I'm like, big. So the deal was, when we get out of school, you know what I'm saying, we gonna link up and then we gonna do it from there. Big. So we go to school, we walk to school, we get there, we go out to our classes. We act like we don't even know each other. You know what I'm saying? We just minding our business, doing our thing. My whole time in school, I'm nervous as hell. I'm sweating and everything. I'm like, damn, like I'm about to do something I ain't never did before. Like, I don't know how the fuck this shit about to go. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm thinking in my mind, you know? Man, the time came, school let out, right? I ain't even gonna lie. I kind of tried to back out of it, low key. You know, I ain't gonna lie, cause I was nervous. I ain't never did that shit. Like it was just crazy, you know. So I'm coming out to school with my mans and them, right? Me and my mans and them talking. I'm trying to stand in the middle of the circle so would nobody really see me. So we walking back, right? We walking up Pembroke, going back to the hood and shit. While we walking, I hear Traci and her girls behind me. Cause Traci rolled with a clique of girls. They was called the fam girls. You know what I'm saying? It was like 30 of them. Crazy ass bros always fighting. You know what I'm saying? So while I'm in the circle with me and my mans walking, I hear the fam girls behind us talking they shit. Cause they probably just beat up on some girl or something. You know what I'm saying? They all loud talking they shit, right? I'm like, damn, here go them fam bitches. You know what I'm saying? So I turned around. Sure enough, it was them. And Traci was in the crowd with them. They all buck, talking shit, blah, 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 right? It was damn near like they was following us, even though, you know, they had to go our way because we going to the hood, you know? But it was like they was following us, you know what I'm saying, type shit. So excuse me, I don't know if Traci, you know, told them like, hey, you know, me and Mr. Roller about to go do something. You know, I don't know if she told them or what, but it seemed like they was following us, right? All right, so basically we get to the hood. By the time we get back to our hood, everybody that we walked with stayed on blocks before me and Traci. Me and Traci was like the last two blocks of all of the people that we walk with. All of the people that we walk with, they blocks came before us. So by the time we get to her block, which is Trinity, it's just me and her walking. You know what I'm saying? And she behind me. I'm nervous as hell, you know. I was like, man, you know what? I just gotta chalk it up because I'm the same one that came to her. It wasn't like she came to me, you know. So I turned around. I'm like, Traci, what's up? What we doing? You know? So she started walking up to me and shit. She like, I'm nervous. I really don't know, you know. I'm like, me either, you know. I'm like, if you don't want to do it, we don't got to. Now I'm in my head like, oh yeah, I got the upper hand because now she, you know, she nervous. She don't know if she want to do it, you know. She like, you know what? I like you. I still want to do it. Let's just try it and see how it go. Damn. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, she just flipped that shit right on the nigga, you know? I'm like, all right, cool. So we just gonna have to do what it do, right? I told her, I'm like, look, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna check at the house, you know, and make sure, you know, my people ain't there. Cause sometimes, you know, your parents will come home early, you know, shit like that. So I didn't want to bring a girl over there and one of my parents at the house, you know. So I told her, I'm like, look, I'm gonna run to the crib, I'm gonna go check, see if somebody there. If ain't nobody there, then I'm gonna come back and come get you. She like, all right, cool. So I walked her to her house. She went in the house. I went to my house. Nobody there. I'm in there cleaning up, moving shit around. I done did a couple push-ups, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in the mirror, you know what I'm saying? I'm flexing this shit, like, damn, how the fuck, like, I gotta do this shit, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to like gear myself up to get ready for this, you know, for something I never did, you know, but I've been watching these pornos, so I feel like I got it down pegged what to do, but I really don't know what to do, you know. So I'm all in the mirror trying to pump myself up, get myself ready, all that, you know. Hey, Poop, what's the deal? So I'm like, you know, fuck it. I just gotta go ahead and get out here. Fuck it. So I went outside, walked around the corner, went to her house. Boom, 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 knocking on the door, right? She come answer the door. I'm like, you ready? She like, you got a condom? Boom, had one in my pocket. I stole one of my daddy condoms. That nigga had condoms and pornos. And he was married to my mama. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what type of tip my daddy was on. I guess he was old freak ass nigga when my mama wasn't around. I don't know. You know, I know he wasn't cheating on her, so I don't know. Maybe the pornos was probably his remedy if my mama wasn't around, or if they got into it or something. I don't know, but that nigga had condoms, pornos, and he had a big ass jar full of coins, quarters, dimes, nickels. My daddy was a different type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I stole one of his condoms. So I showed it to Tracy. I'm like, yeah, I got a condom. She like, okay. So she locked the door. We go walk around the corner back to my house. While we walking, we quiet as hell. We don't really got nothing to talk about. You know what I'm saying? It's like we both nervous as fuck. You know what I'm saying? We get to the house. We go in. I tried talking for a minute, trying to talk out her game. She instantly get to taking her pants off. I'm like, what the fuck? She like, come on, let's do this so I can get back home. She like, I don't want my parents coming home and I'm not there and blah, blah, blah. Same time, I'm like, shit, while I'm playing, my parents can pull up any minute. So I'm like, fuck it, let's go ahead and go get it. No more procrastinating. Drop drawers. My first time ever dropping drawers at 12 years old. You know what I'm saying? Drop drawers on her, put the condom on. She laid down. We did it missionary. I'm not gonna lie to you. I got like 3 pumps, and that was it. I nutted all in that damn condom. You know what I'm saying? Like, it couldn't have been no more than 3 or 4 pumps. I promise you. You know what I'm saying? The anticipation, the adrenaline, the excitement, all of that bundled up into one, and this being my first time, yeah, it was 3 or 4 pumps, and it was over. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know y'all be hearing women making fun of niggas talking about, that old quickie ass nigga, 2 pump ass nigga, blah, blah, blah. Man, look, that shit was real for me my first time. I swear to God. Now, after that, I was murking shit, But my first time, 3, 4 pumps, I was done. You know what I'm saying? Now, on the other hand, that was enough for her. You know what I'm saying? She was satisfied. She liked it. It was what it was. She didn't have nothing to say, none of that. So the sex wasn't even a whole 60 seconds. It wasn't even a whole minute. It might have been 30 to 45 seconds. Mind you, we 12 years old. We not grown adults. We not experienced, So it kind of like was like, it wasn't a long time to us, but it was a good time. You know what I'm saying? It was a good time to us. So after it was over, I jumped up. I'm like, come on, we gotta go. Your parents might pull up, mine might pull up. I'm trying to throw it off, but I didn't nut it like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? She like, that's cool. She like, what we did? That felt so good. I liked it, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bet, as long as she wasn't complaining. Because like I said, she rolled with a clique of girls, and them bitches was some hood rats. You know what I'm saying? So she would have went back and told them, like, oh, Mr. Roller, that nigga a quick pumper, that nigga weak, blah, blah, blah. It would have destroyed my name in the hood, you know what I'm saying? And I would have had to come back and murk all them hoes, you know what I'm saying, on some fucking shit. And I don't know shooting, on some fucking. I would have had to murk all them hoes, you know what I'm saying? But luckily she liked it, you know what I'm saying? It was what it was. So while I'm walking her to the door, she turned around and was like, look, I'm gonna give you my number. And you can call me whenever. We could do this all the time. I'm like, damn, she really did like you. So this back in the day, before niggas had phones and all of that shit, you know what I'm saying? I went and grabbed a piece of paper and a pencil. She wrote her number down. She like, call me anytime. I'm like, babe, I'm like, you want me to walk you home? She like, no, I'm cool. She like, I can use the air. I'm good. Damn, it must have been some good dick. You know what I'm saying? She ain't even need a nigga to walk her home or nothing. She was straight. Cool. So I opened the door. I let her out. I'm going to be honest. I didn't really want nobody on the block to see me with her. Now, Tracy wasn't no little baddie or nothing like that. She kind of, on some real, she wasn't nothing you would have wanted to fuck with. I was just a young, horny ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it was what it was. So I really didn't want to be seen with her, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just keep it a buck. Now, after she came out the house, she got to walking up the street while my homie Flash from across the street from me. This nigga, right? This nigga just so happened to see her coming out my house. So this nigga come walking up to me, cheesing ear to ear. Man, what was she doing in your house, nigga? What the fuck was you doing with Traci? Woo woo. I just came clean. I'm like, dog, I fucked her, bro. You know what I'm saying? The nigga laughing like, nigga, what? I'm like, yeah, bro. You know, I like shit. I've been watching my daddy pornos. I was like, I needed some pussy. I had to try that shit, you know? Man, we laughed that shit off. We walked down the block, went on about our day. You know what I'm saying? We never really had to talk about it after that. You know, it was merch. It was what it was, you know? So ENT, the house phone era was crazy. You had to be there. Man, bro, I'm gonna make a video about that house phone shit. Nigga, I used to cake bake on the house phone so long that my mama used to have to pick up on the other line. Cause you know, you have a house phone on the main floor, and then my mama and my daddy lived upstairs. You know, they had their own room upstairs and shit. And they had a phone line up there. Man, she'd pick up and be like, all right, it's time to get off the phone. Embarrass the fuck out of me. You know what I'm saying? While I'm on the phone with a bitch caking, we'd be on the phone for an hour and shit, just baking like a motherfucker. Here she go pick up. And you hear the phone when it pick up. It make that little click noise when it pick up. So as soon as I hear that little click, I already know she about to hate on me. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I just bang that bitch. As soon as I hear that click pick up, I bang that bitch. Because I already know she about to embarrass me. You know what I'm saying? But the first couple times before I got hip to that click, man, she embarrassed the fuck out of me. You know what I'm saying? Dog, that house phone era was fucking crazy. I'm gonna make a video about that. That was that was a whole nother level. But back to it. So, you know, me and a homie, we walked down the street, went on about our business, you know. And not to think about, of course, a couple of times we brought it up and talked about it, you know, because I literally was the first nigga out of my crew to get some ass. You know what I'm saying? So anytime we have a roasting session, I be hoeing them niggas like, y'all niggas still virgins. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, now that I think about it, we didn't talk about it a couple times, but it was never, you know, nothing that deep like that, you know. So fast forward to tape, this may be like 5 years later or some shit like that, right? I'm on the block with my boy Beezy. Rest in peace, Beezy. I done told y'all about him. You know, I'm on the block with him. And Traci came walking up the block. So I told you we had Pearson, Burr Road, Trinity. Beezy was from Pearson. So I was on Pearson with him, right? Traci came walking up that bitch. Came walking up Pearson while me and Beezy on the block, you know? While she walking up the block, Beezy like, bro, why you looking at her like that? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what you mean? You know, because she was like staring at me, I'm staring at her. She on the other side of the street walking past. So I'm looking at her, she looking at me, you know, and she got like this little grin on her face and shit. Beezy peeped everything, you know. So he like, nigga, what the fuck is you smiling at? Why is you looking at her like that? What's going on? You know, he like, nigga, you did somewhere. What's up? You know what I'm saying? Beezy was advanced. So he knew something happened between me and her, you know. I was like, look, bro, I fucked. You know what I'm saying? He like, nigga, I knew you did somewhere. I could just tell, whoopty whoop, you know? So we on the block laughing, talking about that shit, right? He like, man, ain't nothing wrong with it. You got some pussy, nigga. You know what it's like to, you know, have some pussy, you know? Like I said, this is about 5 years later. So at this time, I'm about 16, 17, you know, some shit like that, you know? And to be real, I only had sex that one time at 12 years old with Traci. And I didn't do it again until about 16, 17. So around the time me and Beezy was talking about it, that's when I got back sexually active. You know what I'm saying? So from 12 to 16, that was what, a 4-year gap? I wasn't fucking, you know. It was just that one time. Now, in between that 4-year gap, I started smoking. You know what I'm saying? I started shooting dice. I started hustling Cartier glasses, hustling the Boost Mobiles, Nextel chirps. You know what I'm saying? I was doing a lot of shit within them 4 years. I just wasn't fucking, you know. So anyway, like I said, fast forward the tape, hey, me and Beezy, you know. So we talked about the shit, laughed it off, boom, went on about our business, right? Maybe about a year or two after that, Traci moved to Atlanta. Now I told you, Traci, you know, from the hood, we all know each other, we all fuck with each other, you know. That this is just how the hood is, you know. So when she moved, everybody was like, you know, what happened to Traci? We ain't seen her in a while, you know. One of the fam girls told us, like, yeah, she moved to Atlanta, woo woo. I'm like, damn, why she ain't say nothing? She just up and left, you know. She like, well, she wanted to start a new life, blah, blah, blah. So, you know, she had family down there. You know, they sent for her. She went on about her business. Okay, cool. It is what it is, right? Well, when she got down there, she met a dude down there. Y'all know how this about to go. Y'all already know what I'm about to say. Y'all already know what it is. But I gotta deliver it to you. So she met a dude down there in Atlanta. You know, they fell in love. They all lovey-dovey, blah, 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 all of that shit. They move in together. They start having kids, right? They had kids. They ended up getting married. We getting all the word, you know, while she down there. You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh, okay, that's what's up. Next thing you know, Traci popped back up on the scene. This when Facebook started popping off, you know, real tough. Facebook was already out, but this is around the time when it, you know, started getting real popular. Like everybody was jumping on this shit. This was around like '09, '10 time. You know what I'm saying? Around that era. Like '08 to '10, somewhere around there, you know. So she on Facebook, you know, she posting pictures with her and her dude and all of that. You know, we like, oh, that's what's up. You know, she down there in the A living her life. That's what's up. You know, we in the hood. We doing this. You know, we just, you know, knew Traci was from the hood, and we, you know, we was kind of concerned about her because she just up and dipped one day. Well, she down there in the A living her life. Her and her man, they living together. They doing their thing. I think they had like 3 kids together, some shit like that. They had these kids together. They got married. They living a great life, right? Traci posting all this shit on Facebook, you know, for the hood to see that, you know, she bossed her life up and she doing good. Well, next thing you know, R.I.P Traci. What? She was just living a great life. What the fuck happened to her? So a couple of people were speculating that the boyfriend probably was beating her ass, or husband, boyfriend, whatever you want to call it, probably was beating her ass and probably killed her. This is what everybody's speculating. You know what I'm saying? Well, after they did the autopsy and everything, come to find out, she had AIDS. Where'd she get AIDS from? The nigga. Y'all know how it is in the A. Everybody out there got that shit. You know what I'm saying? So people got to doing their homework on the boyfriend, husband, whatever you want to call him. Come to find out, he was a big time fag down there. He was down there fucking all the sissy boys and, you know, all the niggas that was cross dressing that looked like men. Well, they is men, but look like women. But they is men. You know what I'm saying? Like they wear the makeup and the wigs and all that shit and have a beard. He like them type of trends. You know what I'm saying? He fucked around and caught the AIDS from one of them, took it back home to his wife. I don't know how or why it didn't kill him, but it killed her. Killed her, he went to jail. You know? That's just what it was. So we lost Traci behind AIDS. You know what I'm saying? And she was one of the steppers from the hood. And me and her, we took each other virginity, you know what I'm saying? And we grew up and she moved on and went to the wrong place, got with the wrong dude, man. And she been dead and gone since like 2010, somewhere around there. You know, she been gone ever since, you know. It's sad because she was good people. You know, she just made the wrong decision. It is what it is, man. So, you know, that's how I conclude this. Rest in peace, Traci, man. But this is the story of how me and Tracy took each other's virginities. We was young and horny, and we did what it do. It's been another live stream of Roll Up a Power Up. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured.